Well, CoastLife, now is a great time to get outside. I feel like we've had a couple of really just perfect, beautiful days, and this weekend, probably no exception, especially if you plan on spending time around Cape Henlopen State Park. We've got Jeff Underwood, president of Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park, joining us on the CoastLife couch today. Welcome.
Hi.
Yeah,
thank you for having us.
Of course.
Jeff, it's great to have you. I've got two questions right
Sure.
off the bat before we get into the stuff that I know you're dying to talk
Yes.
about. But number one, what is Friends of Cape Henlopen, and why did you get drawn to this to be such a big part of it?
How long do we have? So we are a nonprofit, all volunteer organization. We have over 630 paid members.
Wow.
And of those, we have 340 active volunteers.
Nice.
I got involved in Friends of Cape Henlopen because I finally came back to the state after almost 50 years, where I retired. And I grew up in the northern part of the state. And we used to come down here, high school, college, and recreate in Cape Henlopen, going to Rehoboth. And Route 1 was 2 lanes at that time.
Needs to be.
So it's very, very different.
A little
very
bit bigger
eye-opening.
now.
Yeah. So Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park works with the park in their activities that they have there, and we help enhance the park for visitors. Sometimes the park doesn't have funds to do the things they need to get done because budgets are limited and they can only do so much, and there's other things they need.
Yeah.
The other big thing I like to hang our hat on is that we have an educational grant that we give out to regional schools for transportation and for environmental education within the park, which is put on by park staff. And we've done afforded availability of that education for over 1,500 students from the region.
That's incredible.
Yeah. In 2024, we gave out $14,000 in grants.
Nice.
And we're currently at $7,000 for this year.
Well, congratulations. So. We also know that you guys put on some really fun events, and you've got 2 of them going on this weekend. One for the little guys, and then one for the adults of the legal age.
Well, so this is one of our busiest weekends. So starting on Saturday with a registration at 7 a.m. in the morning, from 7 to 8, we have our youth fishing tournament for 15 and under kids. And that affords them the opportunity to go out onto fishing pier within the park and fish with their parents or guardians or whoever they're with, and they compete for prizes. And then later on in the day, we have, if you're a chocolate lover.
Ooh. Go on.
Who isn't? Who's like, nah, I'm good with that.
We have our well-known and very well-attended and loved chocolate tasting.
Yes.
And that starts at 1 o'clock and from 1 to 4. And if you like chocolate, you shouldn't miss it.
And we've got another day and a half here, so we can get that number up a little bit more, ladies and gentlemen, if you want some chocolate. How do they find that online registration?
So go to Friends of Cape Henlopen,
Gotcha.
FOCHSP.org, and you can have all the information on our organization is there. There's also a place and a website a link that goes over to the advanced registration.
Great.
And ticket purchases for that. Yeah. And then you can also find out information on our fishing tournament and more on the chocolate tasting with some pictures.
Awesome. Well, it's going to be a fun, jam-packed weekend. Cape Henlopen. Fun.
My taste buds are jumping already. I can kind of feel the allure there.
You get to walk around Cape Henlopen State Park. Just make a whole day of it because it's going to be
gorgeous.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And according to Paul and Bob, we're supposed to have some pretty decent weather too, at least the early part of the day.
You know what? Those guys tend to know what
they
they're
don't lie.
talking about.
They wouldn't lie to us.
I hope not. Not for Saturday anyway.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much for what you guys do with Friends of Cape Henlopen. It's great to help out our state parks. Anything else? Maybe if people are interested in becoming part of Friends of Cape Henlopen, can they do that?
They can go online and they can register, and they become members right at the website.
Perfect. Yes. Well, Jeff, thank you again for being here today and all that you guys are doing for the community.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
It was great.
All right.
We've got some more CoastLife to get to, though. We're chatting a little bit of home buying and what's revolutionizing that process when we get back.